Hi, my name is Bill Bopp. I am a man in long-term recovery, and the topic that I'm going to share on is what challenges am I facing or did I face in my recovery that I didn't expect, and how did I navigate through those situations. And there's been a bunch of them for me, really. I lost my job I was fired from my job in 2019 from the bank that I had worked at for a few years. My wife passed away when I was 5 years into my recovery journey. I had 6 months without using substances at the time, and I was able to navigate through that for a little while. But I also faced challenges of people being very angry at me for what I did while I was using substances, what I put my wife through the last 5 years of her life, and that was difficult for me, and because I always wanted people to like me, and I realized at that point in time that not everybody liked me, not everybody liked what I did. Hell, I didn't like what I did. But what I did learn, how I was able to navigate through that, and what I learned in that process was I can't control what other people think about me, right? There's little things that I remember from the rehab that I was in, and one of them is, I remember one of the counselors saying to us once, what somebody else thinks about you is none of your business. And I try to remember that today. Now, obviously, there's people that I care about, my family, my son, people my friends that I'm close to, my sponsor. I care about what they think about me because they know me, and I trust them, and I reveal things to them I won't reveal to just anybody. But for the most part, I've been able to accept the fact that, look, people are going to be angry at me for what I did. They don't understand the situations. Not that I'm justifying it, but substance use is a mental and physical disease. But some people don't want to hear that. They're just hurt because they lost their friend who was my wife, and I was using substances at the time, and that's all they think about it, and to hell with me. And that's, there's nothing I can do about that. I can just do what I do to get myself to a place where I want to be in terms of being in recovery, being a good person, helping people. And so for me, that was a big step to be able to say, hey, I did the best I could. And what I've learned is sometimes my best isn't good enough. But that's what it is. It's my best. And that's how I felt at my last job before this. They said to me, okay, you need to do these things over the next 30 days or else we're going to have to fire you. And I said, I'm going to do the best I can to do these things the right way over the next 30 days. And if that's not good enough, you should fire me. Because if my best isn't good enough for you, then why am I here? So that's what happened, and a long story with that, but that was one of the best things that happened to me because I got out of a very toxic environment, and it eventually led to me becoming a recovery coach and a certified recovery peer advocate. And the job that I have today, I'm so blessed. It doesn't feel like a job. I really look forward to coming to work every day. I get a tremendous amount of satisfaction about helping other people, by helping other people. And, that's something I can't put a price tag on. There used to be a commercial that said, I think it was a MasterCard, 2 tickets to the ball game, $80, 2 hot dogs and sodas, $20. Spending, watching a baseball game with your son, priceless. That's what I think my life is today. It's priceless. The opportunities that I have because I've been able to recover from substance use disorder. I've been able to grow as a person. I've been able to be a man of integrity. You know, when I give someone my word today, I do my best to follow through on that. And that wasn't always the case. But today, you know, if I tell you I'm going to be here at such and such a time, 9 times out of 10, unless something unforeseen happens, I'm going to be there. And that's important to me because I want to be the person that people can rely on. I've been able to be there for my son and my daughter-in-law when they had some financial situations that were tough for them to deal with. My daughter-in-law is expecting a baby boy in 2 weeks, my first grandson. You know, those are all great things that I can't put a price tag on. And so those, you know, there's challenges. Like I say to people when I talk to them in the 12-step program, when I go and bring a meeting into a hospital or rehab, I say, just because I stopped using substances didn't mean my life was going to be smooth sailing for the rest of my life. You know, life on life's terms, stuff happens. I lost my wife, I lost a couple of jobs, I almost lost the relationship with my son, but I learned that using substances wasn't going to solve any of those problems. It was only going to make those problems. It was going to make those problems worse, and then I would have another problem on top of those problems. And today, I'm in constant contact with my higher power when a situation arises that I don't know what to do about. And I pray on it. I take a step back and I'll be like, okay, please guide me through this. Show me what's the right thing to do. And when I do that, and when I follow my higher power's path that he lays out for me, things turn out the way they're supposed to turn out. Now, that's not always the way I think they're supposed to turn out, but I do have faith that he will provide what's best for me. And sometimes I don't know what that is, and that's okay. But I do have faith that as long as I do the footwork and leave the results up to my higher power, that things are going to be okay.